I know.
We received several emails from viewers asking about checks they received in the mail from the state's attorney general's office. The money comes from lawsuits filed by the state against chicken and tuna producers for price fixing. But viewers want to know if the checks are real and why only some Washingtonians received one. Let's verify.
Those checks led to a lot of emails to our Verify team, including from one viewer who wrote, "Received a $120 check from the Attorney General of Washington that I paid more for chicken and canned tuna, saying, my office filed lawsuits against more than 20 corporations." Another viewer wrote, "How'd they know me? The check is made out to my husband and he never shops, nor does he use a debit card or write a check. Your help will be appreciated." And finally, another viewer asks, "I need to know if they're really sending out these checks. She is very low income and I don't want her to cash it if it's not real." So we took those questions to the man whose name is at the top of the checks.
We keep getting emails from people who've received one and they're asking us, are these real?
So I have good news for your viewers. The answer to that question is yes, they're absolutely real.
So now that we know the checks are real, where's the money coming from? Washington Attorney General Bob Ferguson said the money's the result of lawsuits his office filed against several chicken and tuna producers. He successfully argued those major companies engaged in price fixing in order to charge more for their products.
They got together and said, let's not engage in competition where prices go down and we make less money. Let's get together, inflate prices, and keep them there and get rid of the competition. Well, guess what? That's illegal.
As a result of the judgment, Ferguson announced that he was returning roughly $40 million back to Washingtonians. But not every resident received money. Instead, the refunds were sent to Washington households whose income is 175% of the poverty line. Qualifying individuals were mailed $50. Qualifying households with more than one person were sent $120.
So we thought it made sense in this instance to go to folks most impacted. In other words, folks who economically are struggling a bit more, and send those 400,000 households, about 1.2 million Washingtonians, send those 1.2 million Washingtonians a check for either $50 or $120.
So we can verify the checks from the Washington Attorney General are real. The money comes from price-fixing lawsuits filed by the state against several major tuna and chicken producers.
And Ferguson says the legal action is not over. A suit against the 3 remaining companies is scheduled for October. And in our effort to bring you more to every story, we also asked the AG what you should do if you receive a check that's made out to someone else or to someone who's passed away. What should people do with those checks?
Well, obviously, you cannot cash a check that's not in your name. We had, I think, a little under 200 instances where folks received checks in the name of someone who'd passed away. No system is perfect when you're mailing out 400,000 checks. So if you receive a check like that and you know it's someone who's deceased, just tear it up. That's all you need to do. If you don't mind
all right, finally, if you receive a check but lost it or tossed it out because you didn't think it was real, you can reach out to the AG's office to fill out your claim. You can find that information on our website. Just head to KREM.com.